we have a problem. Crime is rampant, budgets are tightening, citizens are demanding more and more. Caught in the middle are our law enforcement officers. With the highest rates of divorce, alcoholism, domestic violence, and suicide, our officers and their families are under incredible amounts of stress. Overworked, underpaid, and underappreciated, these officers are expected to catch criminals, protect our citizens, and never lose their composure. Regretfully, that's not always the case.
Well, the behavior of most police officers, from my experience, would have to be that of, I would guess, that of a sense of empowerment.
I mean, I would say their attitude in general is probably kind of negative.
To be real honest, I felt like I was looked down upon.
I just think they want to pick on who they can get away with it.
They are the epitome of the law, and things begin and end with them.
You know, they're out there in the streets constantly, but, you know, it seems like more on a vicious, you know, on a vendetta.
With the one-on-one communication with people, like when they get pulled over for something, they're going to have a better view of a police officer if he's nice to him and doesn't have that attitude. So they're going to have to change the police officers themselves.
Deep down inside, we know that our relationship with the community could be better. When I began serving as sheriff in Dorchester County, South Carolina, I spent most of my time dealing with personnel problems and citizen complaints. But now, since we began emphasizing character, for the first time ever, the compliments that I get from the public far outweigh the citizen complaints. And not only that, but crime in our county has dropped dramatically, 32% in the first 3 years. Serving as a police chief, a law enforcement trainer, and now as a sheriff, I've witnessed firsthand the destructive influences of the police lifestyle on the lives of our officers and their families. I began to ask myself, were we missing something here? Were we violating certain principles that were leading to the destruction of lives and the undermining of the public's trust and the ineffectiveness of traditional police practices? As a result, Police Dynamics was born. And this training program has been so successful that I go around the country and even around the world teaching these principles to other agencies so they can learn how to face these difficult challenges.
In the Police Dynamics video series, Ray Nash uses real-life examples and illustrations to help officers understand the dynamics at work in every law enforcement organization. The dynamics covered include such areas as coactive policing, restoring renegade officers, and taking back criminal strongholds.
The police dynamics that Ray Nash specifically brought with the training, I think teaches the things that are the core of being a good police officer, being trustworthy, being of good character.
The Police Dynamics Training Seminar, the officers are able to set a standard in their own life of the kind of character that they want to see in the community.
In your official capacity, you do not represent yourself. You do represent all these other entities that we just defined, but you do not represent yourself. Your ego, your goals, your agenda are irrelevant to the accomplishment of the police mission. Anger, lust, and greed. I can tell you that most instances of police conduct, if not all, can be traced back to one of these three root character flaws at work in this officer's life. As you know, our police families are under some unique pressures. Character gives strength to stand under pressure, whether it's on the streets or at home. Character is such a critical component for effective law enforcement that the Police Dynamics Institute and Character First have teamed up to bring you an outstanding character-based training program. Police Dynamics lays the foundation, while the Character First material provides ongoing resources to keep these character-based principles on track.
What I would like to do through the department is work more toward management by principles instead of rules, and the emphasis on character and guiding principles. Character First has a good foundation to start that.
And a police officer needs to have character and to show these good traits, probably far more so than just the average citizen.
Character is the solution to the root problem in a community of crime. Character supplies the answer for that.
The Character First program uses 3 basic steps to help you implement a character initiative in your department. First, emphasize character throughout the workplace. Employee awareness of good character is built through monthly training bulletins, employee meetings, and the example of good leadership.
All right, before we hit the streets, I want to go over the character quality for this month, this responsibility.
Second, raise the standards and expectations within your organization by requiring good character in every aspect of the workplace. Character is more than just words. Because true character is demonstrated through actions and attitudes, the importance of character must be reinforced through department policies and practices. Character First provides the training and resources to help you redefine the character standards in your department. The third and final step in implementing a character initiative is to recognize the positive qualities exhibited by employees.
Today we'd like to recognize Sergeant Gretsch.
Recognizing them by praising their good character is one of the best ways to clearly show employees what is expected of them.
In my thinking, initiative is another word for leadership, and that is what he is, a leader and an example to the rest of our deputies. Congratulations, Moses.
This kind of shows us a new approach to recognize those employees' character traits and to recognize them and acknowledge them for those good traits versus you did an excellent job, we appreciate what you did, do more. And it's kind of some fresh ideas in an area that we probably all need to change.
Police dynamics and Character First are not about community relations. They're about community relationships. The power for effective change really does rest within our relationships, and character is the key. You already know that your officers are willing to lay down their lives if necessary. They already operate from a foundation of character. Let's build on that. Your community is calling you to take moral leadership, and so am I, by putting character first.